Hello, welcome back to session 2 of Ellseworld. If you weren't there for session 1, you can probably catch it on the VOD down below. I'd recommend it. It was a fucking blinder of a session.
Yes.
Yeah, it was a real good fun time. What happened? Lots of things.
Yeah, well, what can we say?
The group at large arrived in the coastal town of Ria Priz, finding it to be not entirely populated, but mostly populated by goblins, yes.
Because this is technically session 2. Do we want to do intros again? Or
Oh my gosh, yes it is.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
A recap first.
No, I'm not going to do the recap first. I'm going to stick to the order.
Hang on, I need to quickly translate something.
Okay, well you're up first, so I'll just talk about me for a little bit. Hi, I'm Elliot. It's Ellseworld. It's my world. This is session 2.
What was the inspiration behind this world, Elliot?
What was the inspiration? Lots of things were the primary inspiration. Lots of things were the main kind of source of inspiration. I'd say Lord of the Rings, big fucking one. World of Warcraft, big fucking one. And Adventure Time. So probably like the 3 primary things that I tried to mash together to create this fucked up little world. You good to go?
I'm all good to go.
Cool. I'm Elliot, and now I'll introduce you to the players. Now you can introduce yourself and your character.
Perfect. And the artist, I presume, again.
And the artist would be great.
Hello, everyone. I'm Kane. And for our German viewers, first, I apologise. I had to Google translate this. I will, for the future, consult people that speak the language. Ich bin gegen meinen Willen hier. And today, as I was earlier, I'll be playing Reed Bogwater. They are a curious and delightful little gremlin creature, a fairy druid actually, who just wants to experience as much as they can before their potentially untimely death. The art for Reed, which is incredible, and you may see shift throughout the course of the campaign, some slightly different designs, was designed by an incredible artist called Said Idiot. Check all the links to find them. They are incredible. They do really good cutesy art. They've done some amazing animation work on their website as well. Check it all out. Brilliant person.
Hi, I'm Dan. Scaphism was an ancient torture technique in the Persian Empire where they would strap naked people to boats, force feed them honey and milk, and then lather milk and honey on their top as well, send them out to sea, and have insects eat them alive. I'll be playing Quindanari, who is the Changeling Wizard.
Tell us about the art.
Oh, and the art was done by Michaelis Moshu, who is an amazing artist. Go and check them out. They do beautiful, beautiful drawings.
Good evening. It's now 25 past 10. I am Tom. Mushrooms inhale oxygen and exhale CO2 rather than the other way around like most plants do. So they're actually close to humans than they are to plants. Death comes to us all. I am playing Appleby Oakwood, the soily bar.
The lines between you and Appleby are becoming quite blurred.
I've been playing him for like, what, 3 hours?
Yeah.
He's claiming
We've
you.
already lost you.
Yeah,
You're
God.
gonna start like dirt just kind of leaking out of your ears.
Tom's going to come to the next session with just dirt all over them. Just
Really
Boy.
hope not.
And who drew them?
Oh, who drew them? Joas JPEG, Joas.jpeg on Instagram. They're an incredible artist. They create really, really cool, unnerving, moody artworks.
all the links going in the chat, I believe. So
I'm on
yeah,
it.
check them out. Cal.
Hi, I'm Cal. Tune in to the next episode to find out what my intro bit's going to be.
You said that last time.
Hey!
Shut up.
It's almost like Lee quickly paused to eat pizza and then started again.
Yeah,
Something like that.
that's all right. Tune in next episode to find out what my intro bit's going to be. In the meantime, I'm playing Shadow. He's a Loxodon rogue. And Kane's not here against their world, don't worry.
You know
I'll
German?
be changing the sentence.
Oh.
Who's your artist?
Oh, yeah, shit. Sorry, Artie. You can find them as Adifadi, AADIE, FAADIE, I believe, on the Insta and the Twitter.
Charity.
Check out the link. They are delightful.
Hello, I'm Jamie. A little bit of life advice for you. Wear socks when possible. Not always. Sometimes you're on the beach or something. But when appropriate, keep them socks on.
Strongly disagree. I'm barefoot right now and loving it.
And that's a dark choice on your part. And next week, I'll have a little bit of a life advice. That'll tell us what I should have done in this situation.
Okay.
Viewer, I'm wearing shoes.
You're wearing shoes?
Oh, that is
to
that's
play
too
D&D?
far. That's not right.
That's too
What
far.
the heck? Guys, I said that in confidence. Onto the internet.
My art from my boy Coroner, who isn't a boy, they're a they. I need to get this right, fucking hell. Coroner is a mechanical medic, warforged cleric, and they're on a mission to figure out the mysteries of death and solve the mysteries of their god. And my art was done by the wonderful, really bad weather art. The link is in the chat about 5 seconds ago because of the delay. And yeah, they're phenomenal. Please follow them. They need so much more recognition than they have.
They need blood.
They need blood, and they're
your
taking
sacrifices.
mine.
Juice.
Hi, I'm Jams. As it hasn't been another week yet, my gender is still slug.
Nice.
Slimy and unappealing because I've had a horrible cold all week.
Oh.
But I'm fine now, don't worry.
Sitting real close to you.
I'm all good now. I'm all good now. The plague is past. I am playing Rodeo, the Dragonborn gunslinger. She's rootin', she's tootin', and if you watched Session 1 earlier this evening, you will know she is also a very shootin'. And my artist was Sewerline and Salaka, that you can find on Twitter and Instagram. Absolutely fantastic job. Thank you so much again. And I think that's everybody.
Cool.
Brilliant.
Do you want to do the general promotion?
Yeah, I'll do some promotions.
One of those bits.
Hello, everyone. It's me. It's Elliot. I'll be DMing this campaign. It's called Ellseworld. It's my world. Yeah, stuff. You can join our Patreon, as you see in the bottom right there, and you'll get some sweet little bonuses from doing that. As you can see on the screen, you vote every month to give a player every week. Sorry, yes, we do
Every
weekly D&D
single
sessions to give a player of the next session an advantage, disadvantage, or a crit fail, crit 20. You get to vote on both, so yeah, you can really make your money's worth.
And it's the price of 1 nat 20 as a donation gets you 4 nat 20s as well as 4 advantages. So,
Yeah.
you know, cost
pretty
is good.
It is pretty good. There's also other benefits to the other tiers of Patreon, but if you want to find out more about that, go check it out in the link in the info panel, which is either down below or up top of your mobile.
We don't have any more advantages or crits or anything this session because
No.
I forgot to do more than one poll and our single patron's gone to bed. So
Oh, no.
can't get any more out of them.
No, not a worry at all.
2 things I would like to say, unless you
Yeah.
have more to plug.
I do have more to plug.
Carry on then.
Yeah, you can donate, you can cheer 150 bits in the Twitch chat to give any player here a advantage or disadvantage on a roll. That includes me, the DM. Likewise, you can cheer 750 bits or donate £5 using our donate button, and you can give any player... thank you!
Following Pendaloo.
Thank you, Pendaloo,
Nice one.
following. Thank you...
They just followed on Twitter as well, so you're on.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Thank you, TJ, for following. Thank you for everyone else who's just been watching. You've been marvellous.
Ignore the old logo that says Nifty. We're not called that anymore.
Oh, yeah, we need to update it.
Hark
Who are
back
they?
to old days.
I just haven't animated anything in a while.
Yeah, that's, I think, most of the plugs.
All I want to say was thank you, Crazy Tools, for the art piece.
Oh my
that you
God.
Yes.
Feel free to post it if you would like.
Finn, you're
I know
absolute
you're-
monster.
I
What
also
the
know-
fuck?
I
love
also know
you.
that you're off to bed, so have a lovely sleep.
Yeah, make sure you tag it Elseworld.
Yes.
Yes.
Hashtag Ellseworld.
Hashtag Ellsworld.
Two L's.
Ellsworld.
Good night, we love you.
Mwah.
Thank you very much for tuning in. And yeah, thanks for the rest of the chat for either coming back, tuning in right now, whatever you're doing. We love that you're here. Anything else? Anything else from the group?
Follow Dungeoneers Pack on Instagram. We
do.
post a whole bunch of
We've got
stuff.
an hour.
Yes.
Let's go.
1 hour.
Let's go. Previously on Ellseworld, all the 6 of you met Faisal, your employer, at the coastal city of Ria Priz. You then entered said city of Ria Priz and discovered it populated by goblinoids primarily. You're here under Faisal's bequest to... That's not a real word, I don't think, but you're here at his behest, that's the one I was looking for, to investigate this rift that he's talking about opening, and also... talking about the rift that he's opening, and he's lost his assistant somewhere along the way called Digby, who he sent to this town to investigate the rift opening, keep an eye on any particular nosy little people who are searching out for the rift, just a general spy working for Faisal about this rift. So yeah, you're here for twofold reasons: to help him investigate this rift and to find Digby. After settling in briefly to the inn, you were met with some rather rude other clientele who insulted your group, calling you a circus.
Rightfully so. I
Rightfully
would
so,
say.
yeah.
I mean, we are a bunch of fucking freaks.
You got a clown, you got an elephant, you know, that's two
Whatever the fuck's going on with
two hallmarks of a
these,
circus.
like,
Fucking Loxodon. Have a bit of respect.
Elephantine person.
Yeah, elephantine.
Elephantine person. Yes, and after a fairly brief scuffle with them, you dispatched of them, and Dan, in your changeling ways, took the form of the one human member of the group who fled the fight, and you actually met up with one of his goblin associates, and you're headed back to their, I nearly said playhouse, safe house. Come back to the playhouse!
it's called Snakes and Ladders. We've got a ball pit and a death slide.
Go down the death slide. Yeah, that's all that pretty much happened. It's getting into the kind of later part of the afternoon now, as you've all been, doing your shits, and some of you just stayed in the bar and had some drinks, unless there was anything you'd like to do in the kind of period that Quinn has been away. You're continuing your oil bath.
I would, after a quick dip in the oil bath, and the goblins have cleaned me off, I would say, right, well, I feel the best that we get to our investigations. I did witness Quinn off beginning their own little explorations, and I feel like we may fall behind if we don't begin soon. So I'm going to set off. If anyone would like to join me, maybe if we split into pairs or something similar. Maybe a trio.
Yeah, that sounds nice.
Having said all of that, I'm actually going to cut to Dan quickly.
Yes.
You're kind of...
Because before you make a plan, as soon as this goblin gets ahead of me, I'm cutting and going back to the bar.
Okay, cool.
I'm just kind of like, Gwyn doesn't think they are prepared to go into a place unknown with potential multiple threats, so as soon as the goblin gets any kind of distance away, I'll just try to filter through the streets or the crowd as soon as I get 6 seconds to change my appearance.
Cool, give me a stealth check.
Cool. Ha! 6.
Well,
I'm going to use my inspiration, actually.
okay. Is someone looking for the Orthy code?
Yeah, that's me. Don't worry, I was trying to log in.
Sorry.
Quickly say it out loud now. That will just help Tom.
19.
19, cool beans. They got a 4 on their perception check. They kind of hurry forward excitedly. They already told you the address, heading towards that address that they told to you, and you kind of blend back into the crowd, becoming another faceless humanoid just strolling around this hustle and bustle of Ria Priz.
Cool. I'll just make my way back to the risen wreck.
Cool.
And
You do so just about as Coroner says, maybe if we split off into pairs as you walk back through the door.
you see as a elven female approaches your table, long kind of brown hair.
Fights over.
Oh, good.
Yes, I suppose we can help you then.
What does the transformation look like? Because you do a lot of...
Yeah, so like they kind of like move and their muscles twitch, but it's like the frames have been removed, like they do in horror movies. So it's just got like jitters and kind of moves to various positions.
I'm picturing like a Ray Harryhausen, like clay stop motion vibe.
Yeah, I love it. Yeah, cool.
I found out some stuff from that goblin.
Go right ahead. We love your voice, by the way.
Likewise. What did I find out?
Love your voice too, El.
Thanks.
They'd heard of Digby. He's been around town a bit, and
You see as Faisal leans forward at the stage.
said that he may have stopped by a place called Rob Gods.
Rod Gods.
Rod Gods.
Yeah, it's
That's
a fishing supply store.
No, of course it is.
And then
Is it owned by a man named God, perchance?
No, it was originally set up by a dwarf named Rod.
My gods.
the people who we fought, I don't know if this will lead to anything, but they have a house number 7 on level 2 if we did want to pay them a visit. I think that's where your friend has run off to.
A vengeance for Appleby. And Faisal goes, well done there, Quinn. That's fine work.
People tell you anything when you look like someone they trust.
I suppose that is a valuable information gathering tool.
Yeah.
Reed would lean in and go, "You already look like someone I trust."
Oh, that's adorable. You have a point of inspiration for that. That's so
Disgustingly
cute.
Did you know this?
Oh, no, I meant like
Oh.
when you're not. Didn't you shift back? You're like, we're going on twitchy.
Oh, this is my persona, yeah.
Oh. Well, I trust you. I was kind of just being nice.
Thank you.
It's alright. I like you.
Well, we've had a diverting afternoon, haven't we?
Yeah, aren't you glad you hired us?
Yes, you've proven yourself against those ruffians. Thought for a moment there we might have lost one of the party a bit early on, but
And that's why I've been hired.
that is why you've been hired, and excellent work too. Quite so.
Fortunately, just say thank you. Just thank me. Saved your damn life.
Thank you.
I appreciate it.
I don't think he's going to say
Fix
thank
this
you.
bloody leg.
Well, what is your plans for the rest of this afternoon? As I've stated, I think it would be a good idea to get going with trying to find my associate as soon as possible. I would like him returned to me before we have to investigate the rift opening, or watch the rift opening.
This rod god seems like I don't know how trustworthy the goblin is, but...
Sounds like quite a good lead. Didn't you suggest like splitting up and then like we can cover more ground?
I feel like that might be a wiser solution if we're not in any immediate danger for the moment, and yes, more ground can be covered. Do we have any more leads? Would you anything else that you know he may have
Didn't
been?
mention anything else. The goblin didn't really know much, but was good-spirited, so I chose to let him live.
No good insight.
Yeah, this rod god, where there's their house.
There's
Could give
also
them a scare.
we could also
That'd be
like
fun.
trick down a couple of the crimson
Oh, the
crimson people.
We should have half of us go to Rod God, and then half of us talk to some crimson people.
See, that's nice.
Oh,
Yep. Go on.
what are you talking to me?
Right, I'm going to go find some of these crimson lots and hopefully get myself killed. I'll see you all later.
Of course, thank you. Of course, for the thing with the cup on me. Yeah, thank you for that.
Welcome. Take it.
Birdface.
So we've got Birdface and I, Coroner and I.
Heard for say, damn it.
Point of inspiration there. That's fucking
Well done.
what a reference.
Who wants to join me in Coroner?
I'm
So
pretty
where are
easy.
you? So you're going to
I want
find the red.
Talk to the crimson people with you.
I don't know how we'll find them, but I reckon I could spot them if they're around town.
Yeah, you've got a good eye for that.
I got
Yeah, I'm not
two of them.
like the most. I'm not very persuasive, so maybe I'd be better.
Oh, yes, I'm not talkative.
I am.
I'll talk a lot, but it doesn't necessarily have the effect I was hoping for.
I mean, you'd be useful as eyes in the sky. You could keep an eye out for...
Yeah, if you count 30 feet as the sky,
Is that how high you can go?
it's as high as I can go, above any surface.
Adorable. Off any surface. So, like, could you climb up to a roof and get 30 feet above that?
Yeah.
Or...
Yeah,
And
that's
then
fine.
kind of glide.
Yeah, but then if I like went away, I'd be like, nah, wouldn't it be fine? It just floats off.
Well, that
down.
may be an idea. See if I
Yeah.
can get you a slightly more aerial view if we're looking for people.
Okay, yeah, I can do that.
Any of you three want to come to the crimson fellas, or are you happy seeing this god of rods?
Did your little goblin friend say when the last time he saw this Digby guy was?
Said that he'd been here for a little while, skulking around, getting in trouble and such, but he didn't seem like he knew him personally. Maybe they'd seen him a couple of times.
When was the last time you heard from your friend?
About 3 months ago.
Oh.
Quite distressing.
You have to remember the name. I feel like it must have been far more recent.
Digby.
These goblins or Digby.
We have their home address.
Not you.
Oh, why don't we investigate these two separate things, meet up, and then pay them a home visit?
That's not a bad plan.
They won't expect us to be on their doorstep, especially if you knock.
I'd say especially if you knock, if you went as sweets.
Oh, I could go with sweets.
I might be able to like sneak in with you. I can like be non-visible for a little while.
Put you in my pocket.
Or I could just be invisible. Either's fine.
You could be invisible in my pocket.
It sounds really warm.
Probably.
Cool. Yeah,
It
okay.
might be quite warm.
Yeah. Want to join me in the pocket?
Well, it sounds like you've all got this covered.
I don't know why they didn't.
I shall find us some accommodation for the night and leave you to your work.
Yeah, sound.
It's this devil thing with
Do you want to come with me
Fucking
to
shadow.
the fish and tackle
I was
shop?
going to say,
Hang on.
let's go to a fishing place. Do you want to come with us?
I honestly feel like if we just leave Appleby to his own devices, he'll find everything we need.
I've got plenty of devices.
There we go.
Perfect. You can come with us.
So the three of you are going to Rod Gods.
Yep.
Three
I
of
assume Faisal can tell us where that is.
Yes, he'd point it out. It is on the first floor of the jetty, sort of near the middle of the kind of the central area of the where all the white buildings are kind of built into the face of this cliff.
Are we going to like reconvene at that house? Is that the plan?
Should we be back here in, let's say, 2 hours?
And the rest of you are going to try and find some gallows.
Yes, we're going to go for a search.
Probably walk to the main gate where we saw them first, and then just kind of mosey around and see.
Have a mosey. I'll see if I can find like a good vantage spot and peek around.
Cool. Sweet beans. We'll do
modded in the wings.
We'll do Rod Gods first. The gang go into Rod Gods. It's not too far. The town is not a huge one. It's just all built kind of on top of each other. So it'll take about 5 minutes for you to get outside this white plastered building with a large sign outside with a giant fishing rod and this divine figure holding it kind of at waist height in a somewhat suggestive manner as you are
You guys are in the right place.
as you are greeted with the entrance of Rod Gods.
Is the fishing shop just a front and it's actually like a strip club?
You'll have to find out.
Oil dwarves in there. Like, oh God!
That's where they've all gone.
They pull like the chain and just like fish fall on them.
Jesus Christ.
As you go inside, you are
King's here. Oh, that's where you are.
you're greeted with the overwhelming stench of fish.
Nice.
You can see barrels of fish, salted, unsalted, things like that. You see piles of bait, barrels of insects, everything you think you could ever possibly need for fishing. You see rows of fishing rods, nets, anything that's fishing related. You're pretty sure you can see it on the wall here as you see a goblin behind the desk kind of eagerly looking as you enter his store.
Well, mate.
Hello! Can I help you? You looking for fishing supplies? Welcome to Rod's Gods. Would you like to become a god of the rod?
What does that entail?
I could provide you with fishing lessons and you could become a divine fisher of the aquatic creatures.
Right.
I'm liking this sales pitch.
Yeah. I'm intrigued, but
Be a very small upfront cost.
how small?
Rifles through like some notes. 20 gold.
How long are the lessons?
As long as you need.
Have you got a lesson book? I don't know how long I'm in town for.
Yes, I'm free. I've got space. I've got space for you. Lesson for 3?
Right, I know we're meant to be on a mission. This also sounds great. Do we want fishing lessons? Table talk, do we want fishing lessons?
No, if you want to book one for yourself, yourself. That's absolutely fine.
Yeah, book yourself a fishing lesson, bro.
Go on, treat yourself.
I am
Shadow.
very, very tempted by your offer, but we are on official work business. So
15 gold.
Maybe later. Now is not the time.
Right now, I'm going to say no, but I will come back to you if I have the time myself. Looking for a person of interest who may have been around these parts. Does the name Digby mean anything to you?
Oh, yeah, Digby. Yeah, taught him how to fish.
Nice one. When was the last time you saw him?
Oh, a little while back. He was, he was pretty good at fishing. I taught him the basics. What was that? Let me check my book. About 8 months ago, I taught him how to fish. I can't say I saw him much after that.
Right, that makes sense, I suppose.
Can I do an insight check?
Go for it, yeah.
I'll do the same.
Well, that's a 3. Done.
17 for me.
17?
Oh no, a 7, but still not great.
Still not great. But with a 17, you not only seem to think he's telling the truth, but you actually kind of peer over and you see the kind of logbook he has of the fishing lessons. Mm-hmm. You can see Digby's name written in there for a time that in this fantasy calendar would be about 8 months ago.
Welcome to the chat, Mark Songs. Lovely to have your first comment here.
Yeah.
Good to see you,
Hello,
Mark.
everyone.
Hello.
Hello,
Right.
you.
So,
I love you.
You last saw him 8 months ago. You've not seen him anywhere since? For 8 months? Like not around town, taverns, anything like that?
You know what? I did see him once. Yeah, it must have been about 4 months ago. He was fishing. Just down by the jetty, actually, where I taught him to fish.
Nice one. Okay.
You know where he lived? Got any addresses in that book of yours?
He was, well, if he was still staying in the same place he was when I was teaching him how to fish, I taught him how to fish.
Yeah, you may have mentioned that.
It was at the tavern, the Risen Wreck. Have you been? Nice place.
He was out there, isn't it? Right, that's where we just were, wasn't it?
Yeah. You would kind of have gauged just from being there that the upper floors of both the ship and the tavern are like an inn space for sleeping in.
Right.
Might be worth asking back there
Yeah.
how long he had a room for.
When did he leave? Yeah, when did he last check in?
When did he last pay rent? That's what
yeah,
I'll pay
that's a
attention
good
to. They
shout.
don't give a shit whether they've seen him or not.
Great shout. What was your name, friend?
My name's Payet. Payet DeWet.
Payet Duet. Why do I feel like if I say that too quickly, I'm going to say something horrible? Right. How much for a net?
A net?
Like a big net.
How big?
Big enough what, if needs be, I could possibly capture a person.
Oh.
Or at least subdue them.
Right. Well, probably like 3 gold. I'll give you a pretty big net for 3 gold.
Yeah, all right.
Yeah, he kind of like goes over to like one big rack of nets. You see as he kind of like uses them as they're like on a kind of rack system on the wall as he climbs up them like a ladder right to the top where the biggest net is, and he kind of like looks down to you and tosses it down from the top down to you. It's only about like 3 feet above where you're standing. As he then like clambers down the rest of the nets. Pleasure doing business with you. If you want to know how to use that, you know where to find me.
It's all right. I feel like a net I'm probably capable. Well,
It's trickier than it looks.
I'm sure it is. Okay. Net.
Can I help? Can I help you purchase anything?
I don't think there's anything in here that I can think of as being useful for me.
Okay.
Nah. Might come back for his fishing lessons. It's the first time Rodeo's ever seen the ocean, so like, could be some interesting things out there.
What about a harpoon gun?
Is there a fucking harpoon gun?
A
And would I be able to use it?
harpoon gun, you say?
Yeah.
Why, yes, there would. Would you like to follow me into the back room?
Is this a trap?
No, it's just the back room. It's where I keep harpoons, harpoon guns, tridents.
Oh, right. Cool. You should have led with that, mate. Yeah, crack on. Let's get the back room.
Yeah, sure.
You kind of see this back room, and you do see in a big glass case this harpoon gun, and you see a few other kind of harpoon weaponry. You do see a couple of tridents on the wall, and you see in this room generally the deadlier fishing equipment is kept in here. There she is. She's a beauty, mind. You could spear a fish from 200 feet with this. And if you look, it's got a nice little pulley system, and you can reel them back towards you.
Oh, that may come in handy. All right, I'm interested.
Would only set you back 200 gold pieces.
I'm not that interested, I'm afraid.
Well, if you ever come into some more money, or perhaps your interest peaks, you know where to find me.
You know what, young'un? I'll think about it. And I wink with the dead-looking eye.
Okay.
And turn around and think. I think we may have exhausted our options here. I don't think he ain't been here recent.
No.
I don't think we're gonna find him around here.
The room's a good lead, though.
Yeah,
I am curious. What's Appleby been doing the whole time we've been here?
that's a very
Staring
good
this
fucking
guy.
question. Yeah,
Sick.
staring at him.
Cool. When he's done conversing with the radio, then he kind of looked towards you and said, how about you, my soily companion? Fishing lessons? Rod? Net? I can sort you out with anything you like. As long as it's fishing related. I don't really do other things.
What about catfishing?
You see as he tears off his face, and he's actually a beautiful woman. Opposite catfit. Well, it depends what you're looking for, I suppose.
Ah, damn it!
Oh, not a goblin!
I wanted a fishing instructor. What the fuck?
I wanted hot single goblins in my area.
Hot single rod gods.
Hot single rod gods. There's definitely a dodgy dating website in there somewhere.
A rod god is definitely like in the same category as a throat goat.
You're awfully quiet.
No, he's
Not
very
for
good
long.
at being quiet.
Have you got anything that's good for what's the word? Fishing.
You have come to the right place, my friend.
Does he even blink for a second?
Not at all. This
No
guy is
hesitation.
always on sales mode.
Always on the game.
Customer's always right.
Employee of the month. And he's the only employee.
Yeah, what would you like? I could do you a pretty sweet deal on a fishing lesson.
Oh no, none from me, thanks.
Bloody time wasters. Goes back behind his desk.
No statement has summed up Appleby better since we started playing.
Goes back behind his desk, starts flicking through his lesson book, and leaves you to peruse, but does keep an eye on you, especially Appleby.
Don't blame him, to be perfectly honest.
Switching focus here, we'll pop to the other three. As
Just
you're...
we cut directly to us being stabbed by people
For the gallons!
I would, before we leave the bar and split up, I'd take 10 minutes of ritual cast to comprehend language again.
Cool. Nice. So are you going to go look for the gallons? Are you going to ask around? What's your MO here?
Coroner's is to basically, wander, look to where they were originally, because surely they're keeping an eye on other weirdos entering the town or not. If they find nothing there, wander around, preferably in some higher places, get good vantage points. They are not a speaking person, so they probably won't go and actually chat to people.
Okay.
But I won't stop anyone else.
The other two do?
Quinn would probably just follow alongside Coroner. I probably wouldn't use the help action because I'm not proficient in perception, but I would probably talk at Coroner for a little bit, which I'll get onto after.
Okay, cool. Reed?
Yeah, probably would try and get a bit more of a vantage point above the crowd,
Okay.
just so I can see a little better. And then we'll equally be percepting.
So I guess the first thing you guys do, just try and get some vantage. Then,
Yeah.
well, you can pretty easily do that, if you head to the kind of centre of the city, and either by way of rickety planks, maybe some pulleys, some like little goblins lifting up a shoddy wooden lift with you on, you can pretty easily make your way up to the highest kind of level of the rickety jetties that are very prevalent around the centre of Ria Priz. What you do see around you when you're here is access to some of the residential homes, especially the fancier looking ones up at the top. You see there are ones that are just built straight into the cliff face here, single story. You also see there's like the top story of a few of the houses that extend right the way from the bottom to the top of Ria Priz. You also see off to your right hand side the highest level of the kind of market square that is strapped onto the jetties. You can also get access to the very top floor of the Risen Wreck here, as well as a few other buildings around that you're not sure what they do.
Cool. I'll just take a look around, see if I can see any like notable like big blotches of red in any of these locations.
Cool, give me a perception check.
You got it. I'm going to use my inspiration on that one. Not worth it, never mind. 9, that is a 15.
15? Cool. Anyone else looking, or just...
Yeah, I would be doing
Cool,
the same.
go for it.
But from my vantage point,
No, but I probably just mentioned something to Corin.
okay, if you want to carry on, you can. That's 15.
Cool. Oh, you both got 15. Well, do you want to say a bit and I'll come to that?
Just as we were walking, I'd be like, so, in the fight back there, it didn't put me off or disturb me, but I just more noticed it. You are kind of like speaking a language that I've never heard before. And you were speaking it real fast, and you were saying some kind of like litanies. I'm just interested more than anything. It was unexpected.
As you say that, Corin just like pauses for a second. I've ever met someone not of my kind who can understand Binaric before.
I think that's the first time I've ever understood it.
Interesting.
Or heard it.
Well, as I said, I'm a cleric. Those prayers to my god. Nothing much more to say on it, honestly.
Which god out of interest?
Not one you would have heard of.
No. Fair. There's so many.
There are.
I couldn't pick just one.
Fair.
Well, good to know. I just caught it and was like, that's odd and interesting. So, you know.
No, that I...
Hipster god. You probably wouldn't have heard.
God of hacky sack.
The domain is the unknown. No, it's quite alright. I was curious about you. To be quite frank with you, I've never met any of your kind before.
Not many people have. Not many people know that they have.
That's the interesting part. I was wondering if I'm being a doctor myself. I'm trying to expand my my pool of knowledge on the creatures of the world. I was wondering if you wouldn't mind me doing some general health tests on you, like maybe find basically a general study, just so I can learn how to help.
Do with a physical, actually. It's been.
I can do that.
It's been a long time. When we've got a comfortable and private room,
a good table,
I can go back to my my true form, and you can have a look at that. Although I must warn you, it gets quite slimy.
May I keep some of the slime?
Yes, I secrete a fuck ton of it.
Slime for everyone.
May I?
This is wonderful.
The
I'm
slime?
fine with it.
It's why I stay like this most of the time. It's hard to meet people and get to know them when you're
leaving
slimy.
a trail.
Exactly.
Saves on laundry bills.
See any of those red chapos around?
Oh right, yeah. Sorry.
Leaving a trail, and you hear from the distance, Reed goes, "Sorry about the glitter trials."
I am bedazzled and I'm not upset.
You, first of all, you look towards the location that you saw the gallants the first time. Don't seem to see them there, and as you look around the town, the only bit of red you can see is a small sign on this level that is denoting the post office.
Oh, nice. They work for the post office.
They're mail people.
Right,
well, raid on the post office.
I mean, I just got a stupid idea that I could do.
Okay.
Go on.
Love those.
I'll hand you my tiara and be like, 1 sec, and I'll turn into Sweet the Bugbear.
Okay.
And just like kind of like ducking somewhere, turn into him, pull over my cloak so my clothes aren't showing, and walk in.
To the post office.
Yeah.
Cool. As you enter the post office, you see on the outside of the post office a big notice board filled with notice and. A big notice board filled with notices and adverts on your right-hand side on the outside of the post office, and then on the inside you are met with the sight of a very busy-looking postal service. You see goblins skittering around, organising letters, parcels, anything else you can imagine being sent into various bins, into little slots, anything like that, and you see a couple of little goblin mailmen as you're coming through the door running out with a little satchel of post, taking it out to be delivered. You also see a booth to the one side that written over in golden filigree it says Golden Order.
Nice. Oh, I'm just gonna walk up and back. Alright, just a quick stop by. Cave sent me anything for House 7 level 2?
House 7 level 2. Let me have a quick little look. No, it doesn't speak to me.
Cool. Nothing for them. And a friend asked me to come by. Digby asked me to stop by. Said he might have something waiting.
Oh yeah, I've got loads for Digby. He's not been in fucking ages.
Yeah, gotta pass it on. Take off your hands for you.
He hands you this like sheaf of letters.
Perfect. I'll stop it by. Cheers. I'll flip him a gold.
It's just dawned on me how scary it is for that fucking genius DM to have this level of power in a campaign.
Yeah. And as do you examine the letters, kind of?
I'll just keep the stack, assuming the other one's there, and just kind of act like I'm in a rush, flick him a gold, and walk out.
Cool. Oh, thank you. Should have probably asked you for ID, but oh well.
He doesn't go and ask me for ID. I'll just keep it up.
I forgot. He forgot. As you head back on outside.
Well, there was nothing for House 7 level 2, but I'll swap my tiara for this stack of letters. But that is all of Digby's mail from the past 3 months.
Oh, very good. Well done. Well, I was going to suggest we just have a wander around and see what we can find with the Crimson Garrison. What we could do then is stop by the tavern again and leave these with our wonderful employer.
Yes.
While he's going to be, to my knowledge, just kind of sat there, he can deal with the admin for us.
That's the beauty of being a rich employer. You can just kind of
sit there and do paperwork.
Exactly. And it's work. And
Yeah.
you get paid for it.
Yeah.
I miss nobility.
Just as weeping.
Are you not technically still a noble though?
Oh, yes, but like, I'm not in a position of power. Yet.
Okay, still got class though. That's
Thank
like
you.
half the battle.
I guess you're a noble in the same way I'm a doctor.
Yes.
And in the same
Absolutely
way,
no qualifications.
Everything's up there to be a doctor, but I didn't go to college.
Okay.
So you're a noble in the same way that I'm like a dog.
No,
I
Full of
will
potential.
be in the near future.
I'm always a noble. My parents are nobles.
Oh, there we go. See, it's all good. What are we doing?
We're dropping this mail back off.
Mail fraud?
Okay.
Yeah.
Just commit mail fraud.
Yeah, this is a crime.
To be fair, if it helps your conscience, if he's dead, then it's not mail fraud.
I think it still
It's
is.
definitely still mail fraud.
You're not here.
I guess you're right. If they're dead, then it's not mail fraud.
No, you can't steal
Lesson
from the dead.
learned.
You can't steal
I guess
from
so.
Coroner, something you notice while you're stood outside here, while Quinn, in the guise of Sweet the Bugbear, headed into the post office, is you're looking. You're just chatting to Reed idly outside this post office, stood fairly near this notice board, and just your eye is drawn with your passive perception to one poster in particular on there that appears to be a missing person poster for Digby.
Wow.
Oh, I'd take that.
As you get closer as well, you actually see a lot of this board is filled with lots of very old missing posters. Most of them for what you assume to be the dwarvish population of Ria Priz. Most of them old, faded, a few of them down, scattered across the floor that have just fallen off and never been reattached to the notice board. However, there is one that sticks out from the rest that appears to be brand new, refreshed and pinned atop most of the rest of the old fading ones that seem to take up the top right-hand side of this notice board, which is a missing poster for a dwarf named Volthor Slate Stalker.
Ooh.
These.
Slate snorker, you motherfucker.
Glad you managed.
You fucking. Oh.
What was the first name?
Volthor.
Volthor Slate Stalker.
Yeah, I know that
It
one.
has to begin with a V, doesn't it?
Looking at these other, like the older ones in particular, what language are they written in? Because this is a dwarvish town.
You notice that they're written in Common, then Dwarvish, then a language you don't know. You speak Dwarvish, right? Do you speak
I
Dwarvish?
speak Dwarvish.
Yeah.
I also speak Common, Binaric, Gnomish, and Draconic.
Yeah. What I said applies then.
Cool.
I'll pick that up in my extra languages.
What do you speak?
Common, Dwarven, Draconic, Infernal, Sylvan.
Read?
Common, Elvish, Sylvan, Druidic.
No, none of you understand the lower language, but you do notice it's written in the same script as the Dwarvish language, so it is a language that is derived from Dwarven.
Okay. Right.
You could probably presume it's Goblinoid.
Don't you have comprehend languages?
Oh, I agree, yeah.
Does that apply for reading?
If you touch the paper for like a minute, I think you can read the full script of paper.
You do that, and yeah, you realise it's Goblinoid. So it's just the same information written in triplicate in Common, Dwarvish, Goblinoid.
Cool.
Right. Well, if anything, we've just received like 1,000 Rosetta Stones for Goblinoid. But apart from that,
True.
this is a very odd phenomenon, as it seems to be a bit more widespread than just Digby.
Are all the dwarven ones, like the old ones?
Yeah.
Because didn't they all kind of vanish like 10 years ago?
Yeah.
Are they 10-year-old posters?
It looks that way.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
What is the
That's why I was asking about Dwarvish.
What's
Because
the
the
other-
goblins wouldn't write it in that.
No.
What's the like now that we've got an image of Digby, is it just like, is there anything else that kind of marks distinguishing features, or is it just kind of the brash dragonborn that was described to us?
Much like Faisal, he seems to be a pretty pristinely kind of maintained dragonborn, unlike someone like Rodeo, for example, that has scars.
She's a scraggy bitch, yeah.
Battleborn. Looks a bit younger and a bit more slight than Faisal, but other than that, just your kind of standard bronze dragonborn with these kind of very nice kind of shaped fins, you do notice.
Cool. I'll take the other dwarf as well. The
Volthor Slate Stalker.
Yeah.
You can take it. Also, it says to provide any information to High House, which you could pretty easily figure out is a residential
It's
home.
that one down by the dock, that low one.
It's a residential home in the 3rd level, which is where you currently are.
Who's
Gotcha.
asking for Digby as if I saw?
Yeah, it actually says on the back of the one for Digby, any information, please send it. And it's an address that's in the Golden Tooth that you would know is to be Faisal's kind of primary trade establishment.
Is he close to where I worked?
No.
Oh.
You're bottom and top kind of situation.
right,
Unfortunately.
okay.
Your
Alright.
poacher's place is very low down in the Golden
Yeah.
Tooth.
Downstairs situation.
Yeah. Alrighty.
Faisal is almost nobility. Other things on this notice board before you leave. You see an advert for Rhea Priz's Next Top Goblin.
Oh, we're stopping by.
Yeah,
for a
then
show,
we're
I'm
not
sorry.
when, how long?
Watching, I'm fucking entering.
Oh my god, you could.
You can enter as the Rod God. Please do a drag act called the Rod God.
A fake style wanted poster that is advertising pearl diving jobs at 5 gold pieces per oyster. A tearaway advert for fishing lessons that directs you to rod gods.
He's really trying hard.
God bless him.
A very new poster on the board, an advert for something called Rift Shades with the caption "Beware the Glare."
Nice.
And an advertisement for a trip to Rel Kaor, and it says to speak to Captain Noosh at the market.
It's
That's where
fine
you are
there.
from.
Yeah, it's fine there. Lots of trees.
Sorry, Captain Noosh.
Captain Noosh at the market.
That's actually quite useful to know.
No, in case I need to get home.
We need to get home in a rush.
N-O-O-S-H-E.
Maybe you could help him and give him advice about what's over there.
It's true. I've also got to bring that Rignall guy along.
You
so
got to. Just buy him transport. Just buy him his journey over there. You don't have to go with.
I said I'd bring him with us.
Okay.
So
I think we should probably go have a little look in at
High
this
House.
high house. Yes. Any of the other posters say direct to High House or just
Any of the missing
Old
posters?
ones, yeah.
Doesn't appear to be. They all appear to be various residential addresses in Rhea Priz. You can see it appears just to be the dwarven residents that lived here.
cool?
Okay.
I'll just at random take like 12 of the old ones.
You can pretty easily just scoop them up off the floor. There's been ones that have just been kind of like left discarded. And
Yeah, cool. Take them.
not even-
Take them, and yeah, Digby and the other guy.
Cool.
Slate.
Volthor Slate Stalker.
Drop off the mail. High house.
High house.
Yeah.
Maybe see if we can run to the others en route.
Hopefully they're at the bar.
Hopefully. I just really hope they haven't gone for fishing lessons.
You look round and Reed's just taking all of the ads.
Breed. No.
Having said
Like
this,
fish.
you all meet up at the bar approximately the same moment. Wow, how convenient. Faisal once again kind of... You could come in from the roof entrance if you wanted, yeah. It's accessible from the 3rd level. Yeah.
Scuttle down from the ceiling.
Yeah, there is literally a ladder that takes you down from the roof entrance into the 3rd floor, and then there's the inn level, and then there's the ground level that you were on.
Cool, we'll do that. Just en route, I'll keep another eye out for any Crimson boys.
Cool, give me another perception check.
Woo! The Crimson Chin.
Nope. 4 plus nothing. 10.
That is fair.
Yeah, go for it,
That
yeah.
was kind of my mission while I was out here. So. No.
Same roll.
Nice. You don't seem to see any red armoured figures on the way down here.
Sneaky. They're sneaky for extremely vibrant coloured knights.
It's not.
in
It's
Goblin
about,
Town.
it's about the same colour as your hat, the armour they wear.
Okay, so like burgundy.
Yeah, not really crimson at all.
Yeah,
but
they're
No.
burgundy knights. How
I don't
could
like
they?
they're liars.
almost indicative of the darkness that has pervaded their organisation.
Oh.
Vibes, we love them.
So yes, as you all gather up at the table of Faisal, you see as he's still there, a 3rd drink now in front of him. How's it going so far, my lovelies?
Well, one part of good news, we've got Digby's mail for the past 3 months.
Oh, might I have a look at that?
You may have it.
We thought we could give you some reading work.
While you're here.
You knew him best. Coroner's got it.
I'm like an Uno card like machine.
Like one of those mail sorting machines. They're all perfectly like sorted by postmark as well.
Yeah.
All of
Oh, it's like a
separated out into little
perfect
piles.
Excel spreadsheet on the
Yes.
table, the mail.
Ye olde Excel spreadsheet.
As Faisal kind of looks through these letters, these are all from me.
All of them.
I thought they might be.
Yes, these were my communiques to Digby. It seems he may have actually been missing for 4 months rather than 3.
But now we can date exactly how long it's been.
He's not the only one that's been going missing as well. Do you want to dump your payload onto the table?
Paper cuts!
We found missing persons posters happening for a while, it seems. But like, here's one of Digby, and then there's also one of this dwarven fella.
Yes, I paid for the post office to put that one of Digby up.
Volthor Slate Stalker.
Don't know him.
The fact that what strikes me as odd is that there's all these so many missing dwarves up until the point where they all vanish.
It's a tragedy.
And then one, really recently. There was a dwarf here like not long ago.
Or someone looking for a dwarf.
Someone looking for a dwarf.
But Digby's not a dwarf either.
That's the other outlier. These two are strange.
I paid for the advert for Digby.
Yeah, so that's...
Were the rest of them dwarves though? Were they all dwarves?
Yeah, it was all of them, wasn't it?
All of the rest of the missing persons that were up there, especially the old and faded ones, yeah, all dwarves.
Okay.
Well, this place did used to be populated by dwarves, right?
Yeah.
Do you reckon?
But like 10 years ago.
I'm just like positing theories. If they think that the like dwarven king's heirs coming through, maybe they were trying to like kidnap like dwarves to find out more about the king. I don't know.
That's what I'm thinking. The fact that there's a dwarf who came here recently makes me think maybe the hunch that maybe the dwarven heirs coming through this rift might have a little bit more believable behind it.
I got 2 ideas.
Tell me them.
The first is...
Can you tell me them like one word at a time from each?
The
Please
first,
don't for the rest of
second-
us.
Yeah. Okay. So I've met a lot of dwarves in my time. I love dwarves. The culture is just it's amazing.
You dwarf weeb.
Our character, yes. For reasons. But I've seen lots of dwarves. I could be the bait. But also, Is it okay if I try something a little weird in front of you? I don't want to.
No, that would be
Oh,
incredible.
that horse is busted, my friend.
How weird are we talking? Should we move to our
No.
accommodation, or should we
I've
stay
never
here?
turned into a full picture before, but I'm gonna try and turn into Digby from the wanted poster.
Cool. Give me
I don't
just
know. It's quite
oh,
a
what?
bit much, isn't it?
Give me a perception check, and then give me just a straight whatever your spellcasting modifier check is.
So perception is a 6,
Okay.
and my intelligence is going to be that's also bad, 14.
14. You struggle with this, trying to determine it from a picture, but you do form into the kind of an almost image of Digby, but there are elements of Faisal and Rodeo kind of mixed in there as you kind of, your brain had to almost compensate for the kind of lack of information you're given from this picture. And also you notice, much like the portrait,
right?
you're kind of the wrong colour and you're almost in sepia tones.
Did I do it?
Oh God!
Should I change back?
It's incredible.
No, that didn't quite work as I'd hoped it would.
That was well worth a try.
That was
Lots of
spectacular.
missing persons posters for dwarves. Didn't they all just follow the king underground? Why would you leave a missing
Exactly.
poster?
It's
for-
quite strange.
The fact that they're all they age roughly 10 years ago makes me think that they're before they left and they started disappearing early.
Unless
And then they all left to go underground. Maybe all of them got gone. We don't know. I mean, who has records of exactly which dwarves went underground? This entire town may have disappeared.
We just
And we
assumed-
just assumed, exactly, we assumed they went down to the king.
are any of the dwarves that left accounted for, or did they just disappear and no one else has seen them? In which case, maybe they just got stolen rather than egressed.
That's what I'm thinking.
I did think that was a weird move. You know, your king dies and you're like, right, I'm off. That's strange.
I mean, such a mass migration like that, people saw them go.
Yeah,
I'm wondering if this particular town just by chance it happened that they all went missing at the same time as all the dwarves went into Ellseworld.
Because when birds migrate, everyone's like, wow, birds.
Exactly.
Maybe the same with
Tragic
dwarves.
coincidence.
Possibly.
If they all went missing, who made the posters?
It could be high. Well, did the other ones? Did the other ones say high house?
No.
Okay.
It could be that they all started putting up posters until there weren't very many left, and then they went missing themselves.
And then there's this most recent one which says about information to High House.
I think that's our next port of call.
I'm gonna, because I can recall just about everything, I'm gonna have a quick glance over all of the missing persons posters from about 10 years ago.
Yeah.
Does it correlate that there is the name of, let's say you've got name of missing person,
Yeah.
who to report it to?
Yeah.
Is there then another poster that says missing and it was the initial report to?
As in two posters for the same person.
No, so
Someone reported someone
missing person number one
Yeah.
was reported by looking for number one.
Right.
Missing person number two is the person looking for number one.
Not as far as you can tell. And in terms of what it says to provide information to, all the other ones you found say to provide information to the mayor's office.
Okay.
Oh.
Might be worth asking at the mayor's office.
Is
See if
there-
anyone's
maybe
worked
we
there
should
for more
find-
than 10 years.
Is there a mayor? Or is that not a thing?
There is a mayor, yes. They live in the mayor's house.
I assume
That
not the
makes
same
sense.
one.
I'm afraid I'm unfamiliar with the politics of this town in great detail. I've been here maybe 3 times in my life.
Faisal, did you know that Digby was staying here?
At the tavern?
Yeah.
Yes, I paid for his accommodation.
Oh, okay.
Or, well, at least I gave him the money to pay to stay here.
Well-
This is where most travellers stay, and I thought it was inconspicuous rather than if he rented a property, it might be easy to track.
Okay.
Should we go ask at the front desk?
Yeah.
Cool. Yeah, what would you like to do?
I'll wander up to Ragnar.
You can't see Ragnar,
Oh.
but you do see the bartender
shift.
that you spoke to before, Setlo.
Hello, mate.
Yo.
Sorry about the other.
This is a hobgoblin fellow, slicked back hair tied into a neat bun at the back of his head. As he kind of looks towards you with this kind of pinkish
Sorry about all the argy-bargy earlier.
What's what?
Digby,
Oh, yeah, Digby.
Dragonborn,
Yeah.
was staying here, yeah?
Yeah,
When was the
nice
last time you
fella.
saw him?
Oof. Must have been 3 months ago.
Do you not think it was weird he stopped staying?
Oh, he's a traveller, isn't he? I thought he just left.
How long had he paid up for?
Well, he paid up for the rest of that month and then, never saw him again.
Didn't see him for his duration, even though he'd paid for a month. Didn't think it weird. Didn't think to maybe get in touch with.
Well, he paid, so that was all I cared about, and then his room was empty.
Fair dues.
Have you given
Oh,
the
his
room
room was
away
empty.
since, or is it how he left it?
I've reset it. There's been people staying there since.
Anything interesting of note you found in the room? When you
Yeah,
came
did he
in?
leave anything behind?
Oh, he left all his stuff.
Could we?
Seriously, you didn't think this was weird?
Well, people leave all the time for weird reasons.
Still got the stuff?
Yeah, it's in Lost and Found.
Nice one. Can we have it, please?
It is technically now found.
Make a persuasion check. I'll give it to you this advantage as you've not been actively rude to this person.
That's definitely cocked.
Yeah, 100%.
Leave the mouse house on it.
Don't go on the mask up again.
13.
13. 20 gold, I'll give it to you.
10.
Give me another persuasion check.
Get Faisal to pay for it. It's his employee.
Oh, I'm billing Faisal for this.
Okay.
I'm just trying to save money. Oh,
We're
you
billing Faisal for
fucking
everything.
prick.
We need to not.
That bounced from 19 to 3, so
Oh.
6.
20 gold.
Faisal, I need 20 gold to get Digby's stuff out
Get
of
your
Lost
boy's
and Found.
stuff.
Actually,
Yeah, he's got like a kind of
he's got a bounce.
loping gait.
Okay.
How about instead we do 10 gold and I give you, I'm a practicing doctor, medically trained.
Ooh,
I could give you a quick,
I've got some stuff for you to look at.
How about we waive the 20 gold fee and our doctor here looks you over?
I still like the 10 gold.
Yeah.
It's Faisal kind of.
he's coming.
Problems over.
Yeah.
You all enjoy searching through this stuff, I know.
Manic Ghost Wolf, you get 5,000 Heroes Grow points. Amazing reference.
That's that fucking the first distribution of Heroes Grow points. Right, yeah, I'll see to this. What ails this goblin?
Okay.
You want to do it just like right now? I've got this nasty thing on my back. I can't see it. The other goblins won't even have a look.
It's there.
I can feel it when I lie down.
It's actually another goblin.
It's just like a goblin child clicking up.
Yeah.
That's my wife.
I will disengage my disgust protocols and let's get to it.
You discussed protocol?
Just in case. It's an important part of, evolution. To be disgusted by things makes you avoid them.
Well, I'll take you back to the staff room. That's where Digby's stuff is anyway. And you can have a look at my horrendous cyst.
Sister!
There's no way to talk about your wife, sir.
So, the old horrendous cyst. All of the missing people are on his back.
Yeah, it's really annoying. There's a load of dwarves on my back.
Oh, fuck, he's an absorber off.
Right, yeah, let's put them on the table.
Cool, yeah,
Right, you can do that in the corner.
Yeah, I'll
We're
do
going to
my
go
thing.
through the Lost and Found and inevitably find some cool
It's like in the
stuff.
background of this scene as we're going through the stuff, there's just Coroner giving a full physical.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Applebee's also going to stick around for the physical just to see the cyst.
Of course you are. Halfway through, just like cuts back and there's Coroner like revving a chainsaw.
Yeah.
This might hurt a little.
full arm blade comes out.
I never get to use this.
So yeah, as you perform this physical and the box of Digby's stuff is shifted out of the room, you can indeed have a look through it. What you do find is a large set of clothes. You can see that from this set of clothes, it appeared like he had been staying here for quite some time. Some of it looks like it was bought in the Tooth. Some of it looks like it was bought here at a general store called Gilbert's Goods. as it says in the tag. You can also see about 100 gold pieces in a little coin pouch, and you can also find a potion in here which is filled with some liquid. Looks red.
Well, does it look like a healing potion?
Give me an Arcana check.
Certainly can. 18.
It's a healing potion. It's a common healing potion.
This is a common healing potion. I wouldn't mind keeping the clothes if that's okay.
Let's get up my teeth. The
that
gold,
could come
I'm
in handy,
assuming,
actually.
belongs to Faisal on account
good.
of you.
Well,
were
you lot
funding
split
it.
it. Finders keepers.
How much was it?
Between 6.
100 over
gold.
6.
You know what? Split it 5 ways, and I'll keep the clothes.
Nice one. 20 gold each, lads.
Nice, it's tripled my wealth.
What you don't seem to find here, which is kind of unusual, you would think, for someone that was watching out, spying and what have you, is any kind
Condoms?
of written journals, anything that they might have written on, anything like that.
No, like
230.
bag or
20
travelling
each.
gear or the kind of stuff
Like
that
this
you
is
would
it,
take
like,
out with
yeah.
you, like if you were going out for the day to go somewhere.
No, you don't appear to see any of that. You do see some of the clothes they have are like travelling clothes,
But there's no like, if you were going out for the day, you would take your books and your like research gear or whatever, and you put it in a bag and you take it with you. There's nothing like that. It's not like literally everything he ever owned was left behind.
No. In fact, after specifically looking for things like that, you do notice it's actually odd that you don't see like a belt or anything that would be kind of quite common to wear just to keep stuff on you. You could pretty safely assume that.
Or could have been storing it somewhere
storing
that
it.
they've not checked in the room.
His clothes.
Yeah.
Did you say there was like a nicer set? Like
There's quite a fancy set. There's a kind of general, everyday,
fancy set.
all-purpose set from this place called Gilbert's Goods. The fancy set made in the Golden Tooth. It's quite similar to Faizel's robe, actually, but rather than it being this kind of iridescent silver, it's this sort of kind of coppery, brassy, metallic, but it's almost slightly translucent as well.
I'll kind of put it over what I've got and then just start patting down for pockets or like secret.
No pockets at all. It's sort of like a monk's robe, almost, but fancier.
Anyone good at searching? Do you think there could be like a hidden compartment in that room he was staying in?
I think it's definitely worth a look. I'm going to wander back to the staff room, knock on the door, cover my eyes. Don't worry, I'm not looking.
Get a splash of juice over
So,
you.
I'm not going to ask.
Come back in a minute!
I just want to know what room was Digby in.
He's in no position to talk right now. Come back in a minute.
I've removed all his teeth.
His yellow bile was painfully low, and we must replenish it.
My humours do feel more balanced.
His phlegm, however, was off the chart.
Oh, no idea.
Yeah, he was in room 48C.
Anyone staying in there right now?
Yeah, a nice couple.
Oh, well, they're going to have to go. Cheers, mate.
They're about to get the worst room service call of their lives.
Well, with that all being said and done, as Coroner's horrific, impromptu physical is taking place in the staff room.
They come out later covered in blood. Now that was a cyst.
And the rest of you searching through Digby's items, as well as slowly reading through some of the letters that Faisal sent him. That is where we're going to call it for today, because it's quite late now, and I think some of us want to go to bed. But thank you so much for tuning in. This has been an absolute blast to run. I've been working on this for a very long time, so I hope you've enjoyed it. I've certainly enjoyed it. Thank you all. Thank you as well to my players here for playing in my world.
Thank you so much for
really
running.
appreciate you all being here. This has been session 2 of Ellseworld. If you didn't catch session 1, it will be on the Twitch VOD, so you can check it out. I'm going to try and get it on YouTube tomorrow as well. So hopefully, you'll be able to see it on the tube as well.
If you're watching on YouTube, hello.
Hi.
Thanks for checking it out.
Thanks for finding us.
Tweet us
In
if
the
you are
future.
watching on YouTube.
Yeah, we'd love to hear.
Yes, I would love to hear that. Thank you very much for watching. Thank you to those of you who followed. That was marvellous of you.
Yeah, thanks so much.
Thank you to our patrons for voting for the the criticals and the advantages,
Yeah, thanks for
disadvantages.
the natural 20, whoever it was. Kind
Yes.
of strangers. I very much appreciate it. I used it to smack a goblin round the head with the butt of my gun.
Couldn't have been used any better.
Yeah.
Lightning round of plugs. Go buy some fabric from the Bramble Row. Go follow Dungeoneers Pack on Instagram. Go buy our art prints from Dungeoneers Cellar on Etsy. I think that's pretty much
But honestly, follow us on Patreon, follow us here.
Discord.
Discord is
my
the best
band
place to
called
be.
Wildcat Boozy. Good night. Thank you.
Go to Hammer and Tongue.
Hell yeah.
Jams
do
can
that.
draw.
Jams
Oh,
can
yeah.
draw.
Yeah, draw. I will be
New plug
drawing
to do.
an awful lot of bullshit from this campaign. So if you enjoy horrendous, stupid drawings of the terrible crimes that we're about to commit, check me out, Jamscan Draw on socials. I will be illustrating all of our horrible little problems.
There will probably be an art stream this week.
Yes,
I
if
need
you want to watch
check
me
and
draw
finalise
weird
it.
shit,
But yeah.
come join us this week. Make sure you're following their Heroes Grove socials so that you can figure out when we organise it.
Last thing, next week we're going to be back to Pirates. So if you're a Pirates fan, we're going to be back to Pirates. Week after that, session 3 of Ellseworld, and then the last Sunday of the month is going to be Hub World, one-shotty thing, so you don't need any prior information going into that. It's probably going to be a weird one because our friend Ferrets is DMing, and
hell yeah.
I'm so excited.
get the fuck ready for that. Thank you so much for watching. I have thoroughly enjoyed this. It's been absolutely incredible. Thank you so much. Take a long rest, and we'll see you back at the Grove.
Bye.
Good night.
See you next time, guys.
Peace.